Welcome back to True Horse Horsemanship. I'm going to talk about a couple things this time. This is an older horse. He's got adopted out. He does great on trail. I mean, he does good. He's a little soured at first, but I just kept riding him, and he's getting real quiet. So the owners just be a little patient with him and just ride him. He'll be all right. But today I got a lot to do. I'm riding a lot, working with a lot of horses today, as you'll be able to tell, because everything you see me dressed today has been filmed today. And that's not counting the other horses. So I'm going to be fixing to design a bit as soon as I catch up with the fella. He's supposed to sit there, and he was supposed to bring a horse down, but they've had truck trouble, so we're having a hard time. I'm designing a bit sort of like my shank bit that I use all the time for my kids. It's going to have a little shorter shank on it. It's going to have what they call a French snaffle. It'll be like a French snaffle in the mouthpiece. In other words, it'll be broken two spots. It'll be sort of flat in the middle, so it just lays flat on the tongue. Now, I got this bit on this horse. Oh, by the way, this horse came. He wasn't supposedly like a bit. That's funny. I got a shank bit in him, snaffle shank right now, and he doesn't care. So that tells me, once again, it wasn't the bit, it was a person riding him. So, what I'm going to do is demonstrate this bit and why I like it so much. Now him, when I first came in, that's why we're here. I always bump up my bit, one thing when I go out on a trail, but I always got a bit that's got what we call side pull action, like a O-ring snaffle or D-ring or French snaffle. And that's why I like this bit. If I can, because you'll see me demonstrate it, because he doesn't want no part of this bridge. But when I pick up here, if you notice, it doesn't, over here it's not even affected. All this is, when I pick up to the side pull action, it's just an extension of my rein. That's all it is. It's not hard on them. So what I got the nice thing, I got both worlds there. I can use it like an O-ring, but on a horse like this, when I'm working on something like this, who's got a chance to bolt, if I put a regular O-ring in him, and if he bolted off, number one, I'm going to teach him he can bolt. Number two, I'm liable to get hurt. And we don't want that, because then you won't be able to see me here. So this bit, I got a little leverage to it. So, but I got side pull action, because primarily that's what I'm going to be using, side to side, to keep him in front of this thing. He's never going to turn away from it. And if he did sort of spook on me, I got a little extra there to say, get back here. And that's why I like this bit so much, and plus it's nice to put a finishing touch on a horse. So what the cost of them when I redo them and have them out there, I cannot tell you at this point. Looks like I won't get with the fella until I do my clinic there in Livermore at the end of March. Now right there, I guess he went to move off. So go back to the other tape. Right there, he went to move off when I mounted him, so I backed him up. So what I'm going to do right now, even though I'm going to work on this bridge, I'm going to step down, get back off, get back on. There, that time he stood there, so we're going to leave him alone. So now, we're going to go to this bridge. And I want just like an O-ring. If you watch me, I'll pull his mouth. He's never going to leave this. I'm going to work that hip. He's always going to face this. And I'll do this same thing if I'm walking on water. Right there. He's trying, so I'll leave him alone. As long as he's trying, I'll leave him alone. But I don't care if he steps sideways. Right now, all I care about is him putting a foot on it. Got 2 feet that time. Now right there, he couldn't catch it, but I turned him into it. If you watch the action of this bit, it's real nice. I can pick up right there, and I'm not pulling on. It's like this, just like having an O-ring in his mouth. And shanks don't mean nothing. only thing them shakes is there. If he gets right here, he steps up, we'll stop, let him stand here and pet on him. Now, I prefer to go the shortest distance when I really first get there. I know at first I just wanted his foot on it. That's all I wanted, so I didn't care where I picked. But when I first go over it, like right there, he's trying to go over it. I'm moving side to side, right there. And then once his feet gets moving, I'll leave him alone. At the start, I'll leave him alone, let him walk. If he stepped off of it, that's fine. I don't care at this point. Right there, pick up. Now I'm gonna ride, pace. Now if you look, I'm looking at the camera. I am not looking at that bridge. Because if I start looking at that bridge, shoot, look what happened. Oops, got on off the offside. Who cares? Anyway, when he saw me looking off that bridge, he went that way. So when you're crossing something like that, look where you're forward. Even all the time I'm working him, most of the time I'm looking straight. I don't care where he's at. And I'm going to keep his nose out there. I'm not going to try to beat him up forward. I want his feet moving. I don't want him stall out. If he goes side to side, I'll just peel him back, and so he's never evading that object he wants to. And most time it takes me about this long to get him through water or anything if I got the room to do it in. So like I said, this bit, you saw the action. I got side pull action. It's great. And like I said, with these older horses or a horse that I think might bolt, I got a little bit of shake in there to get in there so he doesn't bolt off. So it's pretty nice. I'll take it off so you can see the mouthpiece. And that's why it's so different than Tom Thumb too. I hate them things. Y'all use them, throw them away. But this mouthpiece, like I said, I think I showed before, but it's broken in two plots. This one here's got a little copper piece. The one I'm going to design is going to have a flat piece through here, maybe oval. Haven't decided. See if the guy can do it. See if we can even get them made first. I'm going to try to get these on the market. The price of them, I'm going to keep them as reasonable as I can. This bed here is about 25 years old or better. You can't find them. They never catch on, and I never figure out why. It blows me away because it's a nice bit. It's a good training bit for upper level horses, and because you keep that softness. You really get it super soft. You've seen that in my other videos where I use it on my horses. So anyway. Enough of that. Y'all take care. Be true to the horse. They'll be true to you. Be true to yourself foremost, first and foremost. And take care, and God bless.